All right, Aru, got Kansept knives. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. Kansept knives. Okay, this is a K Max ROM design. I will give you a link to his Instagram. You can check him out as a designer. He's done a lot of different things, but the Pelican here is one of them. And I got this black one from Kansept, but here is the prototype. I did a review on a bunch of different Kansept knife prototypes, and this was one of them. And it was called, at the time, the K1018 Alpha 3. Okay, so this is the K1018 Alpha 2 because this is black. Okay, this is black coated, 3-inch blade. So it's it's a 3-inch blade. It's not a big knife. It's a smaller knife. Right off the bat, yes, I think this would be great at about 3.75-inch blade, and whatever it needs to be overall length for that to fit. But yeah, I would like that. I mean, the action on this. Check this out. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Now, I guess, I mean, if it was going to be a front flipper, then I guess they should have put a bunch of jimping here. And I have never even really tried to front flip it. And I'm not, oh, you can kind of roll it around with your thumb if you get the right kind of grip on there. But no, for me, that doesn't work at all. But obviously, you can flick it with the thumb studs, either middle finger flick from behind or the thumb flick. It's a frame lock. It's titanium. It's a black wash blade of S35VN. Yeah. And did you take a look at these? This was the prototype. I never got a box with this one. But no, it looks like pretty much the exact same knife, except for, look at the blade shape. Well, now, they do have both blade shapes available. So this is not different than the Alpha 3. This is the Alpha 2. This is the Alpha 3. Okay? A little bit different grind on the blade, but White Mountain Knives has them. And they're $173, so that means you get $17.30 off, whatever, because you get 10% off with LTK as your discount code. So think about that if you're going to jump into that. And here you go, $173.6, same deal, but look at the blade shape. Yes, it is the same as my Alpha 3, and it's called the Alpha 3, right? 1018 Alpha 3. So, and here's your stats as far as what they've put in here. You like that? Hey, blade material CPM 0.14. Yeah. Oh. And you know, that is that new proprietary steel that, I'm just lying to you, it was obviously a typo. But it's S35VN. K Max ROM, S35VN, and the 1018 Alpha 3, the K1018 Alpha 2 in black wash. So which one do you like best, huh? Do you like the more tanto look? And if you're going to put a tanto, a black is good, because tanto's kind of, more the bad boy kind of thing. Man, that's a nice drop. I can't remember my prototype being so nice, and it's a little tighter, but maybe that's adjustable. But that this production one in black has got a crazy drop to it. I mean, it just almost follows you around. Pocket clips, yeah, they're the same. So, wow. It's not bad to have a smaller knife. And this one here, the front choil here, the rest of this is pretty neutral. And yes, line up on there. You got a little breakaway here so you can sharpen. That's good. Fit and finish is pretty good over this whole knife. I mean, reminds me so much of Kaiser knives. And, I mean, it stacks up to most any of the, titanium models out there. I mean, it's nicely finished. It looks good. It looks like it's weight relieved inside. Back spacers, nice machined across here, kind of jimping thing going on for traction, but mates up nicely. Pocket clip is an interesting kick around there. Relatively deep carry, but of course they did the lanyard thing at the very end, which begs the question, how far in can the blade go when you're going to put a lanyard hole at the end? And I'm not as big at putting a lanyard hole on the end. I'd rather bring it through about where that screw is, because then my blade could be longer to that handle. You see what I'm saying? Because if you brought it the full length, what's going to happen? Well, you're going to cut your lanyard off. So, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the design and everything. You just don't want to shorten the blade up and make it look disproportional. And it doesn't really. I mean, it's not as bad as that. So it's okay. And of course, the design flow is kind of funky here because I don't know what he wanted to do with this. Okay. If he would have just brought this up a little higher and jimped it, it could have been a front flipper. And I'm not sure. I mean, obviously that wasn't an intention. So why did we leave it? I don't know. It's all part of his design dream on this knife. So it is what it is. Actually, when it's open, I think it's a pretty attractive design on both of them. See what I'm saying? I tend to prefer this one. First of all, I'm not big on black blades, blacked out stuff. Second of all, I kind of like this just continual belly on here, how this flows. And I think it actually is a more attractive design to me. Now, this is going to be more for piercing and slicing. And by the way, well, let's start out with Proto. Oh, that's good. That's pretty sharp. Oh, production is good too. Yeah, they're both really, really sharp. And of course, like I was been showing you on several shots here, the box is such that the knife goes into the plastic. And then they've done these kinds of pouches with, like this. I mean, that's the way they come. It's kind of interesting. There's no like belt loop back here or whatever, but as opposed to a Velcro or a zipper pouch, okay, it's all right. And then in here, you get a microfiber cloth and your paperwork. So, yeah, that's nice, very presentable. And that goes right in here. And then this slides together like this. So, but it's solid. Definitely structural. That's good. Grams, 98.2. Yeah, let's do the Proto here. Grams, 98.4. Okay. I think we're right on with each other there. And, yeah, 3.47 ounces is going to be the same, basically. 3.47 ounces. Okay. So they weigh the exact amount. Pretty much lightweight. You got a little bit of a fuller action here, along here. And I think it does keep it from getting too plain. So it does pick up a little bit of design interest there, as well as this action across here does. And, maybe for some people, this is real handy for them. I don't know. I kind of like my lanyard in a little bit different location to let the blade be all it can be. But, yeah, I mean, overall, really, I'd like this knife to be a bigger knife. No problem with this being this size, though. Because some people would say, yeah, they want a 3-inch version of whatever's like a 4-inch knife. So I get that. I get that. So this could be bigger for, those of us that like a larger carry, and then you could have a smaller version. A lot of manufacturers do both. So, yes, Wow, it's just got a hell of a drop. Yeah, I mean, it's centered, no blade play, no problems there. Oof, that is really nice action. Just throw the tape on it. Yeah, we got a 3-inch blade. And 7 inches overall, which is close to 18 centimeters and about 77 millimeters. Let's see what our thickness is. 0.45. That's pretty slender at 11.5 millimeters. And, 3.5 millimeter thickness on the blade, 0.13. So it's nice to be able to have both styles here on this video so you can look at this blade shape versus this blade shape. Yeah, interesting. I'd say detent is appropriate. It's reasonably light. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can shake it out this way, which means that it's pretty light. Okay. But yeah, I got to be able to do that because this is my only way to open it. And so I don't want the detent to be too strong. Not like it's just going to shake out in your pocket, that's for sure. It's a long way from that. But yeah, this makes it very flickable and nice. And then, okay, it's over the detent ball. See? Already over the detent ball and dropping. So it is quick over that, which is nice right there. I mean, yeah. And so, yeah, you're not going to get cut if you put your thumb in there because that heel's going to touch your thumb. So it does add to the fidget factor, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I'm feeling it turn on the back side as well. So let's try this. At least we have an entrance both sides. Ooh. Oh mama. Oh mama. Hold your horses, buddy. Whew. Holy moly. Wow. I mean, they threw the kitchen sink in on that puppy. Look at that. Wowee. Ouch. Oh, at least I got number 8s on here for the body. Whew. That's some stuff. I don't know. We might have to take that to the parts washer and hose all that thread locker off of there. First, I need a parts washer. Okay. Well, let's see what we got. Is it going to fall apart? Pretty much. And there it is. And it's clean. And we got our little racetrack in there. Our steel washer in here. And that looks pretty clean too. Which means we probably got ceramic bearings, which we do. Yeah, front and back there. They're pretty good size, actually. I'm surprised. Yeah, they're pretty good size bearings. Let's push them off. And the lube doesn't look like that thick, nasty stuff. So that actually, it doesn't look bad. Let's push this out. And of course it's round, which means it'll turn. You're going to get tired of me saying, please put a D-shaped pivot in those things. Please. I mean, especially when you have to, practically use a power driver to an impact drive or something like that just to break that thing loose. That's unfortunate. Okay, we got a ceramic bearing for a detent ball, and then over travel stop hardened steel insert, and here's our blade stop. And we've got weight relieving in here, and then there's our nice little back spacer, which will, move out and go back if I need it to. I don't need it to. And there's where our screws go from the pocket clip in. All right, let's kick this puppy back together. I guess I broke up the party good enough. We'll see how it goes back together. And let's put a little juice back on here, a little lighter stuff like my KPL. And kick this around. And of course my blade stops over on this side, which I can flip over here if I want. Now, bearings. Come here, juicer. Okay. And I don't think I'm missing anything. What am I missing? No, nothing. And it's round, so I don't have to worry about fitting a D shape in the opposite side. Unfortunately. And there's a lot of thread locker on that, but you know what? I'm just going to drive it back in. I mean, we've kind of pretty much got rid of that. I'm going to just kind of work it as I work it. Okay. Now, screws. Yeah, I like to have my screw on the back side and the pivot on the front if I can. So that's what we're doing here. And let me see how close we are to getting this thing put together. Well, no, I don't have any place, so I was able to get it screwed back in enough. And how's it drop? Really nice. It's back to where it was. It's at least that good. Okay. So I also just adjusted the pivot on this one a little bit. Didn't take it apart, didn't clean lube and re-lube, but I just adjusted the pivot. And I can tell that the detent on this is stiffer, this prototype. But, which is not as much fun from a fidget factor as the factory final production is. This is a little softer and really more fidget friendly from that aspect. Like that. Yeah, nice. And I'm going to leave you, boys, but yeah, this is interesting. I like the design. I like the fact that it doesn't have to be a flipper, and it's lightweight, easy carry, and an interesting design. And you know what we do? We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.